and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of July. I should say for the second part of July. As you know, Scorpio, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Judgment card clarified by the Five of Cups. In the obstacle position, we have the Six of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands. In the present position, we have the Queen of Wands clarified by Death. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Ten of Wands. Very interesting spread. There's definitely a shift that is taking place in your life right now. So you may actually experience, feeling tired throughout your day more than usual, because there's definitely a shift in your work environment. There's also a shift in your personal environment. There's a lot of things that are happening all at once. And so you may feel quite overwhelmed. That is not uncommon. That is quite natural. The best kind of way to get through this period that is, I would describe it as a bit of a transformative period, a bit of a turmoil period, is definitely to do a lot of self-care and to meditate, because when you meditate, you think about nothing, and that means you are more in the present than ever, because when you do think, that distance you from the reality, because you go in and you start analyzing, you're not really paying attention to what's happening all around you. So it's important to meditate. It's important to drink plenty of water, because water, many believe, is actually consciousness. So like when you're drinking it, it's actually basically putting in love inside of your body. It's not just a hydration tool. There's more to water that meets the eye, which I think humanity will really learn later on, after some years, when more research is done, when more kind of investigative reports are written. I think that water is an incredible, magical, and very powerful element as well. So, that is important to be aware of. But if we start from the beginning, the Judgment card is definitely all about making a transformation in your life, because you're searching for truth. You're searching for a deeper meaning. It's like you're waking up from your ego consciousness and you're going into this incredible awareness about different things in your life, about different people, different connections, different bonds that have impacted you, that you've spent time and energy on. And so, it's almost like, it's incredible to watch this transformation, and you're actually going through it. Because you are a fixed sign, dear Scorpio, so it's definitely impacting you quite a bit. The Judgment is all about change that you are ready for. You're ready to change. You are willing to change. You are looking for change, and you are letting go of the grief in the emotional sort of turmoil, because the Five of Cups is all about, focusing on things that you've had previously that, may have gone away or transformed into, something that that doesn't bring you as much joy as it used to. The Three of Cups, we see this person sort of standing there staring at the cups that are spilled and kind of mourning those cups, if you will, meaning three relationships, 3 connections, 3 situations that brought joy, that are, kind of transformed out of your life. And I think that you are letting go of that. You are kind of allowing yourself to experience emotions, but also letting go of that attachment to what used to be, and you're looking to what is going to be, what is coming to. And I think that you have a lot to look forward to. You definitely have a full plate of responsibilities. I think you have definitely quite a few choices. I mean, you have possibilities in front of you. So there's a new kind of cycle that is starting in your life, and I think you're going to be really excited about it, Scorpio. You do have the Six of Wands in the challenging position, which is interesting to me because the Six of Wands is generally a really positive card. It's a card of victory. It's a card of recognition. It's a card of achievement. But when it appears in the obstacle position, it definitely tells me it may be that the victory that you've had is actually kind of turned, it's not bringing you the joy and the kind of exaltation that you thought it was going to bring you, because it could be that people are talking about that success. Maybe people are saying negative things about success that you've experienced. Maybe you feel that you're being criticized for the achievement or the victory that you've experienced. It's generally because people oftentimes don't want to be happy for someone else. And it could also be, there could be a vibration coming from you. Maybe you are, exhibiting too much pride in a victory, in an accomplishment that kind of rubs people the wrong way. But there's definitely a little bit of fear associated with the Six of Wands in the obstacle position. However, it is important to remember that minor arcana, and the Six of Wands is minor arcana, it doesn't have such a strong impact on your life as you would have with major arcana cards. Minor arcana cards do have an impact, but it's generally short-lived. So it's just important to, again, it's important to meditate so that you bring that humility back in, so that you bring that grounded energy back in, where you are remembering where you've come from and knowing where you're going, where you're not really paying attention so much to the people that may be kind of negative naysayers around you. It's important to remember that you are in charge of your energy, of your vibration. So when you respond to something you don't like, you then invite that into your life. The best way to be is to kind of just let things be. You don't attach an emotional component to something. When you don't attach an emotional component to something, when you just allow things to float by you, when you don't have that response, that reaction that could be negative, then you preserve your energy, and that is so crucially important. So I hope you are aware of that, Scorpio. Now, in the clarifying position, we do have the Seven of Wands, which definitely tells me that there is a little bit of a disagreement with people in your life. It could be personal people. I believe it tends to be more of a professional nature. So it could be that you are disagreeing with people that you work with, people that are in your workplace. You may feel like giving up on something, but it is important that you stay committed to the task at hand. It is important that you stay believing in your abilities. It's important to focus on developing that confidence, and kind of, figure out a way to prioritize things and organize things so that you don't feel overwhelmed by different tasks, by different situations that may be happening in your life, especially in your professional life, dear Scorpio. We do see that the Queen of Wands is in the present position, which is great because she's going to help you feel that confidence. She's going to help you with courage. You're going to experience more courage, especially when we go into the Leo season. Leo season is going to help you really stand strong and speak up for what you will accept in your life and what you will not accept in your life. And you're definitely moving forward with this transformation. There is change that is happening in your life, and it's almost like you are just kind of happy to get it all done because it's been a long time coming. And the Queen of Wands is going to help you experience that determination and courage and confidence, and she is going to help you kind of let go of the old ways of thinking, let go of the old ways of doing things. It's almost like you're inviting this transformation into your life because you're so tired of going in circles and having the same result. Now, you will have some choices presented to you. You have the Seven of Cups in the future outcome position, but the choices in front of you, there's only one right choice. Everything else is generally kind of a distraction for your ego, and the desire starts to run wild because when we have so many choices, we all, we want to experience most of those choices, right? Because one is never enough, two is never enough. You want to do as many as you possibly can, but it is important to stay away from wishful thinking and to remember that desire is actually a distraction. You already know the choice that is right specifically for you, Scorpio, based on everything you've accomplished so far, based on your abilities, that are innate, based on your skill set that you have learned, based on your kind of perspective of the world. There's only one right choice, and that choice does have responsibility, because responsibility is freedom. Many people are afraid of responsibility because they think, oh, well, I don't really have time for this or that. But responsibility finds a way to give you a life that you're proud of. The responsibility finds a way to give you a life that gives you so much meaning, and so you feel ultimately far more fulfilled with something meaningful rather than with consuming, buying, spending, doing all of that. Meaningful responsibility is one of the most privileged things a person can have. Let's see, however, what the Ancestor and Angel Oracle card has for us. And we have Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. Definitely, the Earth Mother herself is going through a transformation because, giving a birth to something, it's a transformative experience, right? But you are, and we do see butterflies, all over her, which is symbolic of transformation. It's important to remember that you have to treat yourself, with compassion and understanding, especially as you are going through a period of transformation, because it is difficult and it's draining. So you have to remember that the transformation happens, a lot of it on the subconscious level. And so a lot of it is happening already that you may not even be aware of. And so that is the reason why you may feel tired. That is the reason why you may feel kind of drained. And so it's important to be really spend a lot of time on self-care. It's like when people, I used to live in the South, some people don't notice when they're outside and they're, not drinking enough water, they don't notice how dehydrated they become until they actually pass out. So this is what I mean by taking self-care. A lot of the transformation happens without you realizing it. You are downloading so much information into your subconscious without realizing it, without being conscious of it, without being aware of it. So I don't like, if I could yell, which I don't do, I would yell, please focus on self-care. I am not just, saying that into the empty void. I'm saying that because I truly believe it, because everyone I know says it because they truly believe it, because it is true. It is part of our collective consciousness. So self-care is very important when you're going through a period of transformation. And focusing on, the most important people in your life. The rest of the people can wait. You can't be helpful to everyone. Your priority is you, then the closest circle around you. So focus on that. Let's see what the energy oracle card has for us. And again, we have man holding a heart. So again, that heart energy is coming through. Passion, following your heart, focusing on what makes your heart really kind of sing. When you laugh, when you watch a comedy movie, or when you watch something funny, right? You laugh. That is when the heart basically comes out. So focus on things that make your heart kind of experience the highest vibration it can when it is full. And usually the heart is full when you focus on things that bring you meaning. Sometimes people will go, like I have a friend, she's a Buddhist, and she'll go to her Buddhist temple, and then she'll go to her mom's house and then friend's house, and she fills her heart with things she loves to do, with things she enjoys sort of doing. And so that is what you want to focus on, because it will ultimately give you the most pleasure. Everything else, making money, showing up for appointments, running around like a crazy person, all of that can wait and should wait, because it honestly is not as important as your heart. Focus on your heart. This is your sign to focus on your heart. I also pulled one card from the Akashic Tarot. Usually I don't pull a card, because I use the Akashic Tarot for myself, only for the closest people in my life as well. So you have the Four of Keys, which is clearing the way. The Four of Keys is a card that is a strong signal that it's now time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or with a creative project. You must be clear-headed, so be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought. If you are too urgent and excitable, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. On the other hand, if you are overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and your attention, the way to your dreams will be open. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.